Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda.
Alpha Day people, once again it's me, Holeponcher, and today in Games You Should Play I bring you Alien Isolation, a top grade horror game based on the Alien movie franchise. Alien Isolation was developed by Creative Assembly and published by Sega. Creative Assembly was around since 1989, with their first game being Blood Money. Creative Assembly is a British video game developer based in Horsham, England, and founded in 1987 by Tim Ansel. The game was released on October 7, 2014 for PC, PS3, PS4, and on the Xbox 360 and Xbox One, right? Alien Isolation is a single-player action-adventure game with an emphasis on stealth and survival horror features from a first-person perspective. You play as Amanda Ripley, and you must explore a whole space station and complete objectives while avoiding, outsmarting, and defeating enemies. There are three types of enemies. You have your regular humans who can be hostile towards your presence, the working Joes, which are androids built to help the human crewmates but suffer from a glitch, and you have the main antagonist himself, the alien. So here's why you should play this brilliant horror game. In Alien Isolation, you will be given access to powerful weapons like a revolver, a shotgun, a bolt gun, and a flamethrower throughout the game. But even with this combined weaponry, you are still no match against the main antagonist. You may have repelled it temporarily, but unlike your ammo, the alien will always come back. The game forces you to apply stealth in your gameplay. With every death you face requires a more silent approach. Thankfully, the game places hiding spots the player can use. In some rooms, the player can use lockers to hide from enemies, although if an enemy comes too close, you, the player, have to hold a combination of buttons to prevent the enemy from finding you in the lockers. Another way the player can hide from hostile eyes are the vents. The vents provide a more mobile hiding spot and can sometimes provide a shortcut when you need to backtrack. And trust me, there are a lot of backtracking in this game. The only downside with hiding in a vent is your electronic device will have a static interference, making it unclear to use. There are other useful hiding spots like under desks, beds, and terminals. All of this info is essential to learn because without it, you will never beat this game. Many would think all this stealth makes the game slow and boring, but in my opinion, this is one of the many reasons why Alien Isolation is a great game. With the high pumping music blasting in your ear while you desperately try to sneak past your foes, brings this high tense feeling of dread. And overcoming this task is so freaking satisfying. When you compare this game to past Alien games, you will see that Creative Assembly did a great job, right? I'm looking at you, Colonial Marines. Another great deed by Creative Assembly was their great work on the AI. How do I know they did a great job? Because it is so freaking effective, that's why. Ain't that right, Colonial Marines? Whenever enemies are present in your journey, they are there to obstruct you from your mission, and they never feel abusive. Meaning every time you face enemies, it fits the mood and never feels spam, making you feel like the game is only hard because there are too many enemies too many times. All forms of enemies bring a challenge to you in some way. The humans are easily defeatable, but encountering them can and will most of the time summon the alien, your worst foe in the game. The working Joes can be dispatched but requires high power guns like the shotgun and the bolt gun, but again will summon the aliens. And lastly we have this SOB, right? All of the weapons mentioned before are powerful guns but lacks the ability to defeat the alien. In fact, you cannot kill the alien. You can, however, force the alien to flee, temporarily of course. The only weapon effective against the alien is the flamethrower. But the alien can build up a resistance to fire. So in a game where ammo is limited and with an ultimate foe that can resist your best weapon, stealth is your best option. There's a mild crafting mechanic in the game that serves to aid you in your journey. Some of this includes a medkit to heal your life, a noise maker to eliminate or divert enemies, or a pipe bomb to throw or place to defeat enemies. The materials you find across your gameplay also plays a part in the strategy. You can't craft bullets and you cannot upgrade the capacity of your materials. Knowing what material to save for more important crafts and knowing what materials to always use to craft is very important. Compound B are very limited in the game and you can only carry 8. This is important because Compound B is used to craft medkits, but it's also used to craft pipe bombs, another useful item. Other devices that will be useful to you is the motion tracker. Pretty simple in design. Wherever you are facing with the device, it will detect any movement. This is your best friend in the game, right? And without it, you will not defeat this game. But as I said before, they become somewhat useless when hiding in vents. Alien Isolation is a game you will not regret and is very enjoyable. Whether you enjoy the Alien franchise or just enjoy horror theme anything, right? Again, the main downside to Alien Isolation is that it can be a bit slow at times. So if you're an action-packed person with an attention span of 5 seconds, the game might be boring for you. Otherwise, I recommend playing this game as soon as possible. The achievement or trophy difficulty of Alien Isolation is pretty mild with a 4 out of 10, 10 being the hardest. The hardest trophy to achieve is called One Shot, which is complete the game without dying, with a completion of 1.1% according to Steam community. With good gameplay, great AI, and just love tense moments, then Alien Isolation is a game you should play. Thanks for watching, bros. Next up, we have...
Oh, he gets it. One more hit can do it. Oh my God. The block and Eris, I can.
Dos, tres, cuatro, arriba. Ah! Zero might get the JV, guys. Hola. Hola. ¿Cómo está?
Hey guys, just want to say thanks for watching to the very end. If you guys enjoy what I do, you guys should watch me on Twitch where I review games live, right? Oh, and by the way, if you guys don't understand what's the next game gonna be, it's fighting games, right? I'll see you guys then. Laters.